Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys. Have you had a hard truth sweet mash rye single barrel? Now, I have over here the hard truth sweet mash rye batch 2 that I bought 2 years ago in Kentucky. This was warehouse 2. This is batch 2. This has 58% ABV, so 116 proof. And the batch size was 30 barrels, and it was dumped on the 23rd of November 2021. So one of the very, very first bottles that they actually produced back then. Now, I have a person over here in Germany. She and her husband import whiskey. She calls herself Miss Canada, and I bought this bottle off of her. So she did the entire importing, all the paperwork, all the excise tax, all that. This is basically an $80 bottle. All right, so $80 is what you're gonna pay for this in the States plus sales tax. All right, I paid 150 euros, which is about double the price. Now, I did go online. I looked. There's two stores that actually send products from the US and do all the paperwork that we can actually receive them over here to Germany. One is called DE, that's a D Wine Spot, and the other one is Blackwell's. Blackwell's doesn't have any hard truth, but the Wine Spot, I think they're actually in San Francisco, if I remember correctly. So where are they here? So, no, they're in Brooklyn, New York, actually. The other one, Blackwell's, is in San Francisco. So, the Wine Spot. They have the Hard Truth Distilling Company Harvest Rye Sweet Mash Straight Rye Whiskey for 73 euros. That is actually together with John Mellencamp. I remember him. I loved him as a singer and songwriter and so on. And he's from Indiana, so he works together with Hard Truth. By the time I got that bottle over here, I'm going to have to add about 50 to 60% on top of it. I would be at $110. And that's when I buy 4 to 6 bottles for one package and have them all sent at the same time. It's sometimes it's just like it's almost cheaper to fly to America and bring them back than it is actually ascended. But hey, that's the problem we're living in at the moment. I hope one day that Hard Truth will find distribution in Europe, especially in Germany. We as N10 Bourbons would love to be your partner. And I told that when I did the video there. I had a private tour when I was there in August of 2024. You can see it online. My tour guide, she did an excellent job. It was so much fun with her. It was just a really great distillery. If you're within a 2-hour driving distance of Hard Truth Distillery in Nashville, Indiana, not Tennessee, Indiana, please make the detour, drop by, maybe do the quad tour, maybe go to the bar, maybe go to the restaurant or the food truck they have there. It is really awesome. They have 240 acres. I mean, it's amazing what they have set up there. And at the moment, at least in August of 2024, they had the smallest floating rick house of the world. So the pond, and they put a little dog house in there. They put that barrel in the dog house, is what it looks like. It's floating, and they're going to use that to actually raise money for farmers, which I think is great. All right, so 96% rye. I'm not sorry, 94% rye, 6% malted barley. So not 95.5, but 94.6. They started distilling according to their own history lesson here that I have to reread for myself. The Hard Truth, they began distilling 2015 in the small upper rooms of the so-called Big Woods Pizza Company in downtown Nashville, Indiana. So in 2017, they bought a 325-acre property about a mile away from the Hard Truth original home. And that's where this campus was set up. In the fall of 2018, Hard Truth Distilling Company made the move to its brand new state-of-the-art sweet mash distillery, where it's been producing Hard Truth spirits ever since. So it's a fairly new distillery, so not even 6 years of age. And they've continued to actually expand and have new tours, and they have activities, they have festivals. Then the major expansion is the Hard Truth on the Rocks, a terrace outdoor area with a stage for live music, food trucks, and a bar that operates seasonally. I was thoroughly impressed on the of what they're doing there and how they are doing everything. All right, what I forgot is that the batch one, batch two, and I don't know the batch three, four, five, six, or wherever they're at now, is actually also barrel strength. So this is 58% is what I have here, my batch number two, and my single barrel, which was selected for the S&W MVP Barrel Club. Great name, I guess. This has 63.95% ABV, so basically 64%. So this is 127.9 proof. This was barreled on the 23rd of April 2020. This was dumped on the 17th of January 2024, and it's Rick House number two. And they call it not Rick, they call it Rack House. Sorry, I forgot because they have palletized warehouses. And this did use the mash bill number one here. They used to have it very big. I have mash bill one, and now they have it tiny, at least with a single barrel. You have to look at it there. So they have a malted rye mash bill as well. So let's try these. I like Hard Truth. I really like Hard Truth. I don't know if you can see this on the bottle or not, but it's embraced there. We have here distilled with the finest grains and waters by Indiana's sweet mash pioneers. So they learned from Dr. Pat Heist and Shane over there at Wilderness Trail, and they did a very good job. So very, very nice. No sour mash, all sweet mash. Good barrels, good grains. Let's nose it. Oh, I love this. Brown sugar, creme brulee, a little bit of wood spice. I get here black cherries. They write apricots, dried apricots, but I get black cherries. That is so freaking good. I'd like to bathe in it. This, okay, not a sweet, a tiny little bit more of a wood note going on in here. This is a small batch 30 barrel product with 58% ABV. This is a single barrel. I have the feeling that they maybe intentionally, maybe just because of the whiskey clubs that come in and do the single barrels, is like more power is better. Let's go for the highest ABV we can get. And those barrels are often taken for single barrels or they're very low. And so they average out. I could not find any information online. I think it's in the video that I did myself. I have to re-watch it here. I think the barrel entry proof is 62.5%. So I remember being there at the barrel entry station where the barrels are filled, but I do not remember exactly what that was. For argument's sake, let's just assume, making an ass of you and me, that it's 120 proof since this did go up to 129, actually, 127.9. So I guess that's about right. Just going to nibble. I have a second glass here. I'm going to put a little bit of water in it, nibble again, and then this is good. A little strong, but good. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. I just love the fruitiness of this as well. Just a tiny little bit of water bringing it down, maybe to about 55%. This is 58%. There's the sweetness, there's the oak. It's a long finish here on your palate. I love the corks. I mean, that raw cork moment of each and every one is just fabulous. So this is a two-piece cork. So there's the top part and there's that cork part there. But still, that is amazing. I love the bottles. That might be a problem getting these bottles over to Europe with 700 milliliters. Even here, there's the word 750 in the bottle, actually engraved, basically. So they are. I don't know how many states they're in actually at the moment. 20 some. So let's go over here to batch number two. In my book, Hard Truth cannot do any wrong at the moment. I tried their 4 grain. Okay, I wasn't a big fan of the malted rye. I do have to admit that. Um, the sweet mash bourbon, fabulous. The French oak harvest rye, nice. Their high road rye, I don't remember that one. Did I try that? So I have the 4 grain is what I have. So it's 90. Okay, I remember it now. Okay, it was the basic entry thing. The Master Distillers Reserve Blend, fabulous. The Double Oak Sweet Mash Rye, I didn't get to try that one. The Sweet Mash Wheated Bourbon, okay, I'm not a wheated favorite person. And the 4 grain is what I bought and brought back with me here to Germany from the distillery. I basically ran out of suitcase space. Yeah, there's a certain weight limit, and then there was no more weight. So the Harvest Rye and the John Mellencamp release #2 are things that are just fabulous here. A little bit of water. Mm-hmm. Mm. This is a solid B for me. Value for money in America, $80 for cask strength. C. I think the normal was like, what, 58 or so on? There's actually a sweet mash rye finished in oak cognac barrels. I would love to try that. There's a PX barrel, brandy barrels. There's a PX sherry barrels. There's a Zoltan wine. There's a malted rye sweet mash. I tried that. I wasn't a big fan. Caramel malt. I haven't tried that. Chocolate malt. Didn't try that. I mean, they're doing so many great things here. It's just amazing what they have actually and what is available there. Yeah, column still, doubler, well done with everything they did there. Solid B for taste, B minus over here. I'll just try this again. Mm-hmm. Value for money. Mm. C-ish, C plus, C minus ish. Especially when I have to review my whiskeys at my prices. Would I go out there and buy another bottle of this for $150 or sorry, 150 euros? No. Would I go out in America and buy another one for 80? Probably yes. And Hard Truth is just doing everything right in my opinion. Question of the day is, what is your favorite 60, 120 proof rye whiskey favorite? So I brought home with me a Jack Daniel's single barrel barrel proof rye with 66%. That is amazing. It might even be a tad better than this. Not much, but maybe a tad. Those are great. What other whiskey? Rye whiskeys in America do you know over 60% that you can really recommend? 63.95. Yay! WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American, saying thank you very much and Hard Truth, keep up the great work. Bye bye.